Hey, welcome to the Saturday Wrap for Saturday the 16th of October 2021, time 09:05 hours, British summertime, only just. Live from Newport in the Larry Linton, drinking as you can probably guess. First time using the really wide selfie camera on the Mini 6. Anyway, we shall see how this looks. 30 frames per second, so bigger file as well. I forgot to mention last week, started to plant summer onions. 4 big pots of them, half red, half Japanese sensui, or whatever they're called. They're in, they've been watered. It's been warm, so a pretty good start. No signs of life though. Okay, so the word and phrase of the week and the app of the week. The word or phrase of the week is nearly Christmas. Okay, lots of reasons. First, mouth and foot artists or painting artists. Their cards and calendar arrived. Usually the first sign of Christmas. Paid online's gone back, which is quite good. Also, in the week, I couldn't park outside the house, so I parked on Hillside Terrace and then went to work sort of the long way round via the council offices. And the tree which they planted long ago has grown a lot, and the lights were on, and the lights were flashing. Christmas already, according to the council. Obviously, I'm paying for the electricity there, which is rather expensive at the moment. Hats off to the community council for that little piece of joy. And yeah, dark at 6:30. It's always been dark in the morning for ages because of the ridiculous times I get up, but it's getting dark. Okay, we're nearly at the clock's going back time, but yeah, and then there's Aldi with a third of the row with Christmas stuff. So yeah, okay, Christmas. Christmas encompasses Halloween and Bonfire Night and Black Friday. So, yeah, it's already started. Ready for it to be cancelled, I suppose. So, the app of the week is a Microsoft Store. One of the things you get when you get lots of programs is updating them all. Now, if you've got an iPhone or an Android phone, the stores. If you've got Microsoft or Mac computers, then the stores not so much. So I've been starting to replace those that I've downloaded with the store equivalents. And this week on my desktop, the store failed. It would load, but you clicked on update and it just spun round and round and round, and nothing happened. There's a command to reset it. And you run the command from the command line with admin privileges, and it looks like nothing happens, but you have to reboot. And I'm glad it worked, because I got a little soft spot for it. If for no other reason, then it tends to keep you up to date. There are other apps that I use for keeping other things up to date, but yeah, the store's fine, to be perfectly honest. So, this time last week, in the Moon Underwater, and from the Moon Underwater to the Deya tap room. And I'm not going to mention Michaela, because they were involved with Michaela with some of their brews and the issues that are going on this week. But I believe that they pulled out now. Probably the best thing to do. But, yeah, if you're in a hole, stop digging. The place itself, lots of space outside, huge inside, world shortage of t-shirts, only 2 mediums, and with the best will in the world, not in the slightest bit medium. Which was a shame. I fancied their t-shirts. Also fancied one of the little glasses with the crocodiles on. Didn't have one of those either. In fact, world shortage of merch. Probably Christmas is cancelled and they can't get anything. Beers, really, really good. They had a food van outside which was Sri Lankan, and I got scared by some of the names and they didn't do chips, so there you go. However, um, Cheltenham, I really like you. I really do. Next time I think probably stay in the town in the middle if I can get a car parking space. Favourite beers? Wonderful. Moon Underwater, really like. And there I've got a list of craft places from Rosie and favourite beers to try out as well. Maybe in bleak midwinter last year? Next year. Who knows? Anyway, back on Sunday. Really sunny. In fact, Delta October. I enjoyed it. Monday, posted my iPad Mini 5 off, tracked 48 hours, nothing to pay. TLDR, had an email from them in midweek saying we've got it, we've accepted your amount, which was 170 quid, and had a credit this morning, paid back to my credit card. Painless. Very painless. And talking of Apple, 15.02 came out this week, so that's iPad and iPhone. I think there was an Apple Watch update as well, but not for the Apple TV, thank heavens. Or the Mac, also thank heavens. Yeah, well, tech, whatever. I had, from the garden, my first peppers. Lucky the frost doesn't come in, but they were okay. I think next year more on the inside windowsills and plant them slightly earlier, because while they've been good, they've taken ages to go. And all the tomatoes are basically finished now, and the cucumbers, so I need to cut those back. And I've got some autumn weed and feed for the lawn, and that's going to go on tomorrow, because next week's looking pretty damp. Very damp, actually. Right, what else? Oh yeah, Pelican. They, at the end of November, are doing a Manchester Beer Festival. You know, Cloudwater and Track and lots of others, and I booked 3 nights up there. And I'm really looking forward to it. I was looking at doing one of their upgraded rooms where you get faster Wi-Fi without having to pay for it, and espresso and stuff, but yeah, no. Absolutely, yeah, no. Oh, and finally, the journey in today. Got to the bottom of the... Well, actually, walking down the road, and up comes Church Street, the 50A, which is not supposed to come up Church Street, which is a bit of a thing. And then got to the end of the road, and there was a police car blocking off the main road at the hill. And then I walked up to my bus stop, and the road further on was blocked off, and I checked the app and it said nothing was wrong, and I didn't believe the app, because you really can't. And I went to one of the bus stops on Church Street, and at 25 to 7 I'm catching a later bus because of, you know, the issues with the Costa Coffee not being open earlier on. The 50 came up, so I jumped on that, and then it got stuck because an ambulance was blocking the road and all sorts of things, but in the end only 2 minutes late. So that's been my week. The weather has been mostly mild. There was a bit of rain yesterday though, and it's getting cooler overnight, part of the Christmas thing, but it wasn't a bad week. And of course Hazy Jane, and I'm in Newport, and there's fine ales ahead. Ooh, and chips. So, okay, so this will go on YouTube, Facebook, Twitter, MeWe, and WordPress. When I get to the Pen and Wig, where the fast Wi-Fi is. I have to admit, the Wi-Fi here in the Larry Linton, both up and down, barely over dial-up. However, anyway, here's lots more to view from the camera. Bye bye.